Live? Yes, we are. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new stream, and that is right. We are live on this beautiful, July 18th, 2025. I hope everyone's having a great day. I'm having a great day myself, and we are joined by Mr. Real Texan.
Hello.
Yep, Real Texan has joined the stream. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened yesterday. I thought it's a good time to go live again. You know, Johnny couldn't stream today, so I'm back for today. Late. Yeah, I was late. I will admit that I was late by a couple minutes, so, sorry about that. Now, guys, before I continue with today's stream, I need you to like and share the stream right now. This is the best way to support the content. Like and share, subscribe to the channel right now. Another great way to support the content. You can also join the channel for just $1 a month. And if you have any questions, concerns, or want to support the channel even further, best way is sending super chats via the chat. Again, I read through as much chat as possible, but usually super chats are the best way your questions answered. So send super chats, join the channel, subscribe. Yeah, that's about it. But okay, let's get into it because, wow, a lot of stuff happened yesterday. That's an understatement, I think. So, what do we even start with? I guess we start with the Wall Street Journal article. I guess.
Yes, sir.
All right, for those who live under a rock, let me pull this up. The Wall Street Journal, they made a very big mistake. Hold on. Yeah, right here. So, for those that don't know, the Wall Street Journal, they released a hit piece on Trump. That's the best way to put it. It was a hit piece. They basically made up a fake letter, that Trump supposedly wrote to Jeffrey Epstein. All right, they supposedly wrote it. He supposedly wrote a letter, and I guess did they say he drew something also, like something very inappropriate or something? I don't know. But, excuse me. But the Wall Street Journal, they were hyping it up there saying, oh, we have something on Trump that's gonna tie him to Epstein, which everyone knows Trump and Epstein were friends in the early 2000s. I don't get why they're still pushing this idea that, oh, they knew each other. Yeah. But before Epstein got in trouble for some of the stuff he was doing. But either way, let me pull this up. Yeah. So, he drew a very inappropriate picture, which, by the way, Real Texan, has anyone seen the picture or letter yet? Have they released any of that?
Not the actual letter, just the text of it.
Yeah, just the text, which, if you're going to release such a big bombshell, which this really isn't, wouldn't you release what you have? Right? Would that make sense?
Yeah.
But okay. Yeah, they said Trump drew someone that was naked or somebody or something like that. The point is, this was supposedly the letter from the Wall Street Journal, and you can make this up. Let me pull this up, actually. There we go. Okay. So, hold on. I gotta check something. Excuse me, Chad. I have a cough right now. There we go. Okay. Got it now. Okay. So this is what they've said. It isn't clear how the letter with Trump's signature was prepared. Inside the outline of the naked woman, oh my gosh, this is just so ridiculous. I read this last night. When I first read this, you could tell it's fake, but we'll just keep going. Inside the outline of the naked woman was a typewritten note styled as an imaginary conversation between President Trump and Epstein, written in the third person. So they're basically saying Trump's schizophrenic. That he's a schizophrenic and he wrote something in the third person. It says, the voiceover, there must be more to life than having everything the note began. Donald, yes there is, but I won't tell you what it is. Jeffrey, nor will I, says, I also know what it is. Donald, we have certain things in common. Jeffrey, yes we do, come to think of it. Donald, oh my gosh, this is real, chat. This is, well, it's not real, but this is what the Wall Street Journal was pushing as a real thing. What? You're
This is
telling me.
This is what they were teasing as like the bombshell
Yeah,
report, by the way.
this
A
was the
letter.
bombshell. I'm not reading the rest of it because it's pointless. You get the point. You can read it on screen. This is real. This is what they said was their big bombshell. Even if this was real, which it's not, based on everything we know, even Elon Musk of all people saying Trump does not speak like this. Hell, Trump even brought up a good point. Has anyone ever seen him draw anything in his life? Ever?
I think there's like doodles of like city skylines from like 2000, from like the mid 2000s, but that's about it.
Yeah. This is so, like, comically insane. And you can tell right away it's fake. You know how you can tell? If they make Trump seem like a schizophrenic, like an insane person, or it's what the average resist liberal thinks Trump is, it's bullshit. This is what the average resist liberal thinks Trump's like. Oh, he's a schizophrenic. He draws some disgusting stuff and then he writes this schizophrenic note. Charlie Howard for 2. This reads like a bad fan fiction. Yeah, this reads like a bad fan fiction. They didn't even try. I mean, seriously, at least write a fake note saying it's just Trump and Epstein talking. Not, oh, he drew this picture and it was for his birthday and it's some weird fan fiction. What the hell is this? This is what Redditors think Trump talks like. Yeah, this is what the average Redditor thinks Trump's like. They really think he's this schizophrenic mustache-twirling villain. Wow. Wow. Can this confirm the fact they have nothing on Trump with Epstein? Doesn't this prove it?
Yeah, probably.
If this is their bombshell, they have nothing. And even if this is real, which it's not, they sat on it for 10 years. No, much longer, because this is from 2003, I think it was. Or 2002. It was for Epstein's birthday, supposedly. So they sat on it for decades. And now they release it. It's bullshit. Alex Maddox for 5. Abby Phillip of CNN thinks the drawings are legit, a credible news anchor. Yeah, well, these people are nuts in the media. They really think this is what Trump's like. Guys, has he ever used the word enigma in his life? Actually, yeah, they did find something 10 years ago he did say during his rally. But you have to dig that deep to find it. He doesn't talk like this. American Nerd for 2, what the F is happening? I literally just got here. Well, Trump is supposedly sending letters 30 years ago to, I don't know, the Wall Street Journal writer, probably in a wet dream it was in this letter. Yeah, apparently the Wall Street Journal writer, I guess they were,
Honestly, even if the letter is real,
it proves
it's a
nothing.
nothing burger. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nothing burger.
It proves nothing.
Well, they're being sued now too.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, hello there, Midnight Messenger.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, so, I mean, Trump, this is the mustache-twirling version of Trump. You can tell immediately it's bullshit. When they say Trump said this stuff, it's bullshit. He doesn't talk like this. You can tell. Guys, we've listened to 10 years worth of Trump speeches at rallies. He used the word enigma once. 10 years ago. They had to dig that deep to find one time he said it. It's insane. They're not even trying to. You would think they would at least make it seem real. Like, make it seem like, oh, it's just I'm talking. Not, oh, Epstein, I'm gonna draw you something disgusting and not show anybody. Simple Logic for 5, almost as if Trump was right about the whole thing. I think he knew this was coming and was annoyed people did not trust him, panic and stay losing. Well, there's other parts of the Epstein stuff we'll get to in a second, but now I'm starting to wonder if that's why he decided to try to put this away. Because this bullshit was coming out. Which is fake, but...
You gotta love how the whole thing, too, is hidden behind a paywall as well. That should be, like... That should be your number one, like, red flag, is if you see a huge news story that's hidden behind a paywall, it's probably fake.
Did the Atlantic do that with the losers and suckers hoax, too?
They might have. I don't remember off the
It
top of
was
my
one
head.
of them. The Atlantic did for like a big one, and they hid it behind a paywall or something. That's another sign. If he's talking like a cartoon villain, it's bullshit. But if it's behind a paywall, it's bullshit. So, Chance Drazik for 5. Unfollowed Anomaly the other day. All he does is blindly worship Massey without questioning / criticizing anything he does. Calls him the most honest man in DC. Yeah, so I mean, even if you like Thomas Massey, you have to be critical of him. He was wrong in a lot of stuff. So, I am Battlefield for 5. I'm nervous about the midterms because I hope this doesn't mess it up. We have more money than the DNC. This changes nothing. In fact, funny enough, RMG Research and even Rasmussen listen, I like Mark from Rasmussen Reports. I don't know what him and Rich Barris were doing. They should have kept their mouths shut because, oh my gosh, they aged poorly. But basically, Trump's approval is going back up. According to RMG Research, it's +4. In fact, it swung a point towards approval in the last week. And Rasmussen Reports is +3 again. So, yeah.
Didn't Qantas Insights also find that
Yeah.
Trump's approval rating hadn't like changed
It
at
went
all?
up, actually. Listen, I was critical of Trump, but guys, the average person does not give a shit about the Epstein stuff.
Yeah. It's like how they handled the Epstein files was an L. I was not happy with it, but it was not a #1 issue to most of the American public. The public cares more about how much things cost. They care about what's happening with immigration, and they care about stuff like crime. They care about stuff that directly impacts them. The Epstein files does not directly impact them, so it's not on their primary issue.
Yeah. I mean, the Democrats were trying to make it a big issue, but that might have just blown up in their face.
I mean, it's on their platform now, basically.
Well, that might have blew up in their face. We'll get to that in a little bit. But K-Cup for 2 just got here. What is all I have missed? We talked about the Wall Street Journal article, the fake one. We'll talk about Trump's approval going up. So yeah, again, the Epstein stuff. I think it did hurt a little bit with the base, a little bit. Like the core.
It definitely hurt with the online base. You can definitely make that argument, but IRL, I don't think it really hurt that much.
No, the average person doesn't care. And listen, I never even said that. The weird thing is, like, just because I was critical of the stuff, that doesn't mean I thought it was going to collapse Trump's presidency. I thought it could if it got worse. Like, oh, if he was covering stuff up and then, came out he was doing stuff. But no, that didn't happen. But American Nerd for 2, thoughts on Stephen Colbert's career ending. Yeah, it's over. W's in chat.
Good freaking riddance.
Listen, him and, what's another, shitty show? The View?
John Oliver.
Yeah, John Oliver.
Jon Stewart, Samantha Bee.
All
these late night hacks.
These people.
The only one who's okay is Conan O'Brien. Pretty much the rest of them suck.
I mean, guys, let's be honest here. These idiots cause a mental illness crisis in this country. You think I'm kidding? These people for 10 years, every single day were bashing Trump, bashing Trump, every single day, every segment. It was always Orange Man bad. I guarantee you that the rise of these shitty shows, they caused the mental illness crisis, part of it at least. A lot of it's drugs and stuff, but would you really be surprised if it turns out, oh yeah, the reason that the mental illness got so bad is these hacks been saying for 10 years, oh, Trump is bad, Trump bad, Trump bad. I don't know, I think so, but I'm actually curious now. Somebody should do a study on that, but... Charlie Howard for 5. Trump's approval in North Carolina was +6 in the last state poll. Will that help our Senate and House candidates next year? Like, maybe help us flip North Carolina 1? Yeah, I think so. If it's +6, yeah. I think we're in a good situation still, but anyways, we'll see. American Nerd for 5. I'll admit that I was kind of curious about the Epstein stuff, but not to the point of obsession like some people. I still want Trump to fire Bondi. Yeah, I mean, some people look like idiots now. I'm not gonna name who, but yeah. I am Battlefield for 5. Did you see what Rokana tried to pull in the House where the Epstein files and MAGA is divided between some influencers like with Benny and Hodge twins? Yeah, so for those that don't know, Rokana and he pushed for a vote to force the Epstein files to be released, but he did it in a way that it was clear what he was doing. He was trying to make Republicans look bad, be like, oh, the GQP voted against this because it was for a vote on the I think it was the Genius Act. I think it was an amendment to that. It's in a separate piece of legislation. They were playing games with a separate law. They were voting on our bill, and it failed because of that. It was going to fuck things up even more. It's a scam. But hopefully Ro Khanna and surprisingly Thomas Massie, hopefully their measure passes. We'll see. But American Nerd for 3, hot take talk shows aren't funny or interesting. They used to be, but now it's shit. Chance Jurassic for 5. In my opinion, the Massey Simps are worse than the Simps. At least the DeSantis had real accomplishments. He's an effective governor. Old Massey has the online cult. Yeah. Can anyone name a single thing Massey has done in 15 years? Anybody?
I guess you could say he's just been the one voice screaming no to every like spending bill or something like that.
Yeah, it's stupid. Meanwhile, he votes for Biden's debt ceiling stuff. He was the reason it passed. So yeah. Richard
and he didn't say anything at all when McCarthy was speaker as well too, which
he worshipped McCarthy. Remember that? It was every day. He was like, "Oh, McCarthy, he's gonna increase spending tenfold," but I love him. He's full of crap. Richard headed for 2. I think 2026 will be the reverse of 2022 in the Rust Belt. We'll see. I think it comes down to Trump's approval. That's what it comes down to. If he's still relatively popular, like 50-50, yeah, I think it'd be like 20 the opposite, but go on.
It comes down to, yes, one, whether Trump's approval rating is still relatively high, and 2, it depends upon where the Democrats are in 2026.
I mean,
so
Quinnipiac has him at 19% right now. 19%.
Yeah, although that's Quinnipiac, though.
I know.
You can't really trust them. But I would say their approval's probably in the high 20s, low 30s right now, which is terrible. But
yeah. Alex Maddox for 5. I can't stand some of the influencers now, like DC Drano, Benny Johnson, freaking grifters. Yeah, some of them are grifters. Hen Hooker stand for 5. Philip Anderson is the most schizophrenic account on the Epstein stuff. He even calls himself the Panic Cane. Wait, what?
Isn't he on suicide watch right now?
I don't know.
Well, who?
Philip Anderson.
Oh.
Because I remember, didn't he say he was going to unalive himself if like something wasn't dropped?
I don't know.
I remember something like that.
All right. Let's see here. Hold on. There you go. I am Battlefield for 5. Who should run for the Senate in North Carolina? Because I know we could flip Michigan with Rogers and the governor with James. I have it at 54 seats for the GOP. I don't know.
I'd probably go with Harrigan.
Yeah,
North Carolina at Harrigan.
Yeah, I think Harrigan.
I mean, I think I don't mean to sound like an electabro, but I think Laura Trump would probably lose, like, handily. Not by like more than 5 or anything, but I don't think she'd win.
Yeah, the thing with Laura Trump though is I think she does help with getting the base out, but outside of that, I don't know. Detroit Mayor
get either like Harrigan or Mark. What's his name? What's his name? Is it Mark Harris?
Mark Walker.
Mark Walker.
Yeah, Walker. Thank you. Yeah.
No, not Mark Robinson. Let's not do Mark Robinson.
No.
Dan Bishop would be a good choice. But he's in the Trump admin right now. I don't know.
And I think we have a few options. Let's just. I think they should decide on it before we get to the when the primary starts to happen, so we don't have like a super divided primary or anything.
Yeah, I think we're gonna avoid a primary. We are in Michigan right now. Everyone's behind Mike Rogers. So.
Wasn't there rumors that Michael Whatley was going to try to run for the Senate race?
I heard about that. I don't think, why would he?
I didn't think he would, but I mean, I know some people wanted him to run because they thought he'd be the best chance, but it's like, I don't think he's going to leave his job as like being chair of the RNC to run for the Senate.
Yeah, I think it's possible, You know, but why would he? Again, maybe if he retired from the RNC, maybe. But anyways, American Nerd for 5. Hey, Rap, my friend thinks that Trump might create a new political dynasty with Barron and Kai. What do you think? Would you be okay with that or what? No. That's stupid. I'm sorry. This whole, political dynasty stuff, it never works out. Yeah, you have the Kennedys, but, it really did not go good for them outside of JFK, or after JFK. It didn't go too good for them. So, I am Battlefield for 5. Also, thoughts of Florida redistricting. DeSantis gave the GOP the House in 2022. Yeah, he's a reason we took back the House. Because we went...
And the map is staying.
Yeah, the map's going to stay.
Apparently, Elizabeth Warren wants to launch an investigation into Colbert's cancellation.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because it was apparently for political reasons or something. I don't know.
If I recall, didn't Colbert have a comment in the past few months where he was allegedly inciting violence, to people to go blow up Tesla cars or something? I think I remember there was some clip like that of him.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Was that or Jimmy Kimmel?
It was him, Jimmy Kimmel, or it was Jon Stewart. One of those three.
It's all the idiots, all the above. All right. Yeah, Lee Zeldin also helped. But yeah, for Florida redistricting, they're not going to change much, though. They're going to make changes to Texas. I'm guessing Ohio, too.
You know who I also credited for 2022?
Who?
Marcus Flowers.
Yeah. You're not wrong. All that money that went to that guy. How much was it again? Was it 10 million?
It was 8 digits.
Gosh.
It was several million. I do remember hearing about that.
Yeah, we barely won the House.
Why?
You gotta love resist libs. Gotta love it.
Yeah. Well, who's the guy who's going against Jasmine Crockett's probably going to get a decent chunk of money from boomers who think, oh, this guy's going to take out Jasmine Crockett, even though it's a D+30 district.
Yeah, it's a scam. So do not donate to people that's going against Jasmine Crockett. And the worst part is they're going to call you racist, but ignore them. Don't give that guy a dime.
Yeah.
American Nerd for 3. Mark Walker was appointed to an ambassadorship, by the way. Was he?
If so, I did not know that.
Yeah, I did not know that either. Really? Mark Walker?
Okay, Pat Harrigan it is.
I guess Harrigan, yeah. Eric for 10.
Mark Walker did what?
I guess Mark Walker is an ambassador somewhere.
I guess so. I don't know.
Eric for 10. Many of the people bashing Trump lately have something in common. They supported DeSantis, including Massey. Love my governor, but his presidential run-in supporters are a big stain on him. Yeah, it's the same crowd, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that were backing Trump the entire time. It's guys, just because you say he handled the Epstein stuff pretty badly or whatever, that doesn't mean they supported DeSantis or whatever. It doesn't mean that they hate Trump. It just, they want... What?
Oh, I was gonna say. So Mark Walker, he's the administrator of, the ambassador at large for international religious freedom.
Okay.
That's his job.
So basically nothing. It's one of those fake positions they give people. I am Battlefield for 5. Florida can redistrict this year if they want. Also, Mike Waltz is going through the process of ambassador of the UN. Yeah, Mike Waltz is going to probably get through. But, guys, I don't think we should redistrict Florida yet. I don't think... Well, is it really worth it?
How many seats can we gain? 1 or 2?
I don't know. Yeah, right now, maybe
you're not going to get rid of Darren Soto. He's going to overperform regardless. I think Washington is probably your best option.
By the way, I was just looking. So speaking of the Sheldon Daniels guy running against Jasmine Crockett, I think there's a reason we actually didn't get any financial data from him.
Why?
Because back in, it looks like early June or actually late May, he filed a financial disclosure extension request.
Bruh. It's a scam.
For 90 days.
Yeah, but for the whole, yeah, the Florida stuff, I don't know. You can maybe gain one more in Miami, maybe. 10 years from now, that's a different story, but right now, I don't know.
Well, and here's the other thing, too. If you're talking about getting potential upgrades in Florida, Primary Maria Salazar
Oh,
and
she's done.
primary Mario Diaz, whatever
Dumbasses.
whatever his name is.
Like this, I cannot believe these idiots are still in the party. How? Guys, you're in like a Trump plus 30 district, and you're gonna push for amnesty? That's what this is. Don't let them fool you. Their entire policy proposal is, oh, excuse me, if you were here for 4 years and 364 days, you can be deported. But oh, if you're here for exactly 5 years, you cannot be deported. In fact, you get citizenship. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
And again, it's like Maria Salazar is completely lying about the bill where she's like, "Oh, it's not amnesty." Even like literally in the thing that she shared, she's like that like we would grant citizenship to those who had been here for like 4+ years.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's freaking amnesty, you moron.
Yeah, and the worst part about this is, okay, first of all, how do you know they have not committed any crime? Even though the fact they committed a crime entering illegally, but how do you know that in those 5 years they committed no crime? How do you know?
You can't.
Yeah, you can't, because the ones that get caught, they're deported. This idea that, oh, they're here for 5 years, and I'm speaking of that, so if somebody's here for 5 years exactly, right on the dot, 5 years, why can't he be deported, but the guy that's been here for 1 day or less can be? Why? What a stupid proposal. It's not like they've been here for 40 years and they've been fighting the process. They've been here for 5 years. Insane. Utter insanity. K-Cup for 5. Resist liberal Zelda fans. Cast Hunter Schafer as Zelda. Cast a trans princess Miyamoto. I give you a British woman, libs no. I saw that. They're going nuts over that, but what do you think was going to happen? Nintendo was not going to cast that person. It was never going to happen. Okay, Object
Oh
Clays.
yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like they. I mean, look at Japan's views on stuff like
Yeah.
transgenderism.
You think that Nintendo's going to do that? They don't give a shit. That's not the truth. They don't give a shit about that stuff.
No.
Object Clays cater for 2. Same people who did the letter also did Russiagate. Oh, that's okay. That's right. Yeah, it's the same people. The same people that brought the Russiagate stuff, they made the Epstein stuff. Or the newest letter. It's a scam. I am Battlefield for 2, get a Cuban to replace her. Yeah, well, that district's like 80% Cuban, so you're probably gonna get one. But knowing the GOP, they're gonna pick like one white guy. An old ass white guy. That's a GOP in a nutshell. You're in like a 95% Hispanic district, you find the one white guy. Mike for 2. You can be MAGA and not a Trump cultist, FYI. Yeah, I mean that's the average person. Like, yeah, they're MAGA and they love Trump. They're not cultist.
That's everyone in this stream as well too.
Yeah, the average person's not a cultist. There's some, like, obviously, some people, like Cat Turd. I don't know what he's on, but he's clearly, he's a
you can definitely attack some of the online influencers as being, like, legit Trump cultists and so forth. But there's a different, it's again, like we said before, you can criticize the administration while still supporting them at the same time, which is what a lot of us have done.
Excuse me. Do you see what Mike Huckabee said about Israel? Oh yeah, so everybody knows Mike Huckabee is the ambassador to Israel, and he's basically a Zionist, he's pro-Israel, all that stuff. Well, Israel fucked up big time yesterday, and well, they lost Mike Huckabee. I'm not gonna get into it much. They lost Mike Huckabee. He's really calling them out right now. How do you lose Mike Huckabee? Excuse me, Chad. This cough's bad. But yeah, it's like, it was reported that, for those that don't know, there was an explosion at a church in Gaza yesterday, and the IDF did it. And they're claiming it was a mistake, but the Catholic Church is saying no, that was not a mistake. But it pissed a lot of people off.
Yeah, was the church fully blown up, or was it just like
So,
one part of it or something?
it was like
I saw conflicting things.
The top got completely shredded, and like 3 people died. So
That's awful.
yeah, and dozens got hurt. It's bad. And for those that are wondering, that is the same church that Pope Francis, when he was around, that's who he talked to every day. So you're gonna attack the one church that Pope Francis talked to daily? Really? And the way you look at it, it's like I'm not saying that for sure they hit it on purpose, but they nearly hit the cross at the top of the church. Like, they were off by like a centimeter or an inch of hitting the cross. Take that as you will. I don't know. Maybe it was a mistake, but how do you mistakenly hit a church? How? And I guess it was a tank also? I don't know. It's stupid. Israel's cooked if Huckabee's out on them. Yeah, if Huckabee is saying we're done, listen. I like Mike Huckabee. I think he should have ran in 2012. I think he would have won. But if you're losing Mike Huckabee, listen, just pack it up. It's over. It's done.
Yeah, I mean, if you've lost one of the bigger Zionists in the Trump administration, yeah, you screwed up.
I mean, like, all they had to do, and the worst part is, they keep escalating stuff. Look at Syria right now. Syria's a shit show.
Yeah, they bombed Damascus a couple of days ago. They're not stopping at all. Even though allegedly, I mean, we got rid of a lot of their nuclear stuff, which it's not actually nuclear, but like their uranium plants in Iran. So I mean, I
mean, this is insane. I mean, listen. It's one thing, like, okay, wars happen, I get that, but this argument that was a mistake, listen, that was not a mistake. Even the Catholic Church is saying, no, that's not a mistake. They think it was intentional. I don't know, but that's what they're saying. So, anyways, American Nerd for 2, let her got out after Comey's daughter was fired. Yeah, we'll get to Comey's daughter in a second, because there's some interesting stuff happening there. Avery for 5, with Salazar, though, the margin she won by in 2022 was less than the D/R Swain in 2018. She's popular in that district. Who gives a shit? It's just a bunch of partisan Dems voting for her because she's pro-amnesty. Who cares? It's Florida anyways. They got voter registration. So
it's probably because she was also on like Univision or Telemundo or something.
Yeah. So
and also, I mean, I imagine her seat has shifted quite a bit to the right in the past couple of years, given the fact that Miami-Dade voted for Trump. So I mean,
he probably voted for Trump by 30 for all we know. I don't know, but that's Miami-Dade for you. American Nerd for 2. Netanyahu is screwed if he lost Mike Huckabee. Yeah, if he loses Mike Huckabee, it's over. I don't see how he stays in power much longer. I mean, how can he? The coalition's falling apart, in his government at least. And now you're losing the most pro-Israel person in the Trump administration? He's gone? Or at least he's
I think I know what Netanyahu can do to solve that problem.
Oh, gosh.
Invade the Sinai Peninsula.
Yeah.
They're going to, listen, every time he's about to, I don't know, we'll see. I don't think they're going to do that, but at this point, who knows?
Maybe they, like, invade Egypt or something.
Well, that's the Sinai Peninsula, so.
Yeah.
Mike for 2. Charlie Kirk and Laura Loomer are prime examples of what, cultists? Laura Loomer's a schizophrenic, but Charlie Kirk, I mean,
Kirk. I mean, the thing with Kirk is Kirk actually like criticized Trump several times, like the green card comments. Yeah. I think he criticized him on the being lax on like farmers and hotels who were who said they needed immigration and so forth. So I mean, Kirk has gotten a lot better than he was back in like 2019.
Oh, he sucked, for example.
Back then.
He sucked back then.
I mean, I'm not saying he's great, but like he's much better than he was back then. Like he's actually like he's doing stuff that like we're like, oh yeah, this is good. Like thank you for like trying to like actually push immigration reform.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's time we get into what is really the big story of the day. Because the Wall Street Journal, that was a big story that Trump announced they're going to sue them. But what happened a little bit later after that? This came out of fucking nowhere. Everyone knows I've been critical of Trump this entire time, of the Epstein stuff. I think it's been a disaster. Again, I'm not saying that the list exists or whatever, but the way they handled it, the way they messaged it, it was bad. Well, I might be taking the walk of shame soon, because President Trump announced yesterday that he is ordering the immediate release of any and all Epstein grand jury testimony files. His exact quote is, based on the ridiculous amount of publicity given to Jeffrey Epstein, I have asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to produce any and all grand jury testimony subject to court approval. This scam pushed by Democrats should end right now. Yeah, it looks like later, it sounds like later today, they're going to unseal the grand jury testimony. Will this prove anything? I don't know. But I'm starting to wonder. Because the way Congresswoman Luna was talking last night, apparently they've been planning to do this for a while. That's what she said. Hold on, I gotta pull up what she said because I gotta find it. American Nerd for 2, Trump should maybe CIA Netanyahu. No, don't do that. Don't do that. That's stupid. Alright. K-Cup for 5. Old Netanyahu is missing is a visit from MetaHuman that shoves him into a cactus. We literally have James Gunn's Superman. Guy, okay. I saw that, guys. The country, I forgot the name of it, like Boreria or something. That's been a DC Comics for 100 years. So it's nothing they made up on the spot. It's not Israel. It's like Russia or something. I don't know.
Oh, but it looks like the Middle East, so they based it on
Yeah, it's like, it
Palestine
looks
or
like it.
something.
Gotta find it. Yeah, so she posted this yesterday, which, and listen, I know Luna can be a little bit out there and some stuff, but she posted yesterday, coincidence? I think not. President Trump was playing 4D chess while these people were playing checkers. This was from the Oval Office earlier today. Welcome to Washington.
I got a brief little news thing right here.
Yeah.
This was half an hour ago. On Polymarket, the odds of a recession in the U.S. have dropped to their lowest level ever.
Are you serious?
They dropped from 70% chance last April, and today, guess what that number is?
19%. Hey, freaking, what's his name? Powell, which, by the way, Powell's done, by the way. Good luck with that one. $2.5 billion disappear. Good luck, dude. But, yeah, so much for that recession. 70% to 19%. Okay. Back to the Epstein stuff real quick. So, it sounds like they were planning on doing this for a while. From what Luna's claiming, which again, it is Luna, she's a great congresswoman, but she sometimes says stuff that's not necessarily true. Apparently, they've been prepared to do this for a couple weeks now. What do you guys think? What do you think's happening with the Epstein stuff? Because I'm very curious how this goes.
I mean, it could be a few things. It could very well be that Trump himself realized that he was getting a lot of pressure for the online rights, so this is his way to sort of placate them. It's very well possible that they had some sort of like secret thing going on where they were going to reveal this. I guess those are sort of my two theories as to what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's for sure a 5D chess move yet, but if it turns out that Trump's administration is like, you know what, let's make the Democrats and all these people, let's make them hype up the Epstein files, and then we just drop it on them. I mean, listen, I'm not saying that's what happened here.
I mean, all I'm saying is like, if this was some like 5D chess thing, then it's like you're never taking you're never taking Trump out in the sense of like destroying his career or anything.
I mean, listen,
they've
we'll
thrown
see.
literally everything at him. Like what haven't they thrown at Trump at this point?
I mean, they have nothing. They have nothing. American Nerd for 2. American Nerd for 2. This proves Trump still listens to the base. Yeah, that's part of it, I think. But I do think they were gonna release this eventually, but I think they fast tracked it. They did poor messaging. So, Mike for 2, look up Greater Israel map. I saw that. You know, that's what they want to do or whatever. I don't know. But James all day for 5. I like Ana Polina Luna, but I don't think it's 4D chess. I think they realized they messed up. I think it's both. I think, you know, their messaging sucked. And they kind of realized that. But at the same time, I think they were going to release this stuff anyways. But they just fast-tracked it. So, let's be in the middle and call it 3.5D chess. Or something. They kind of had a plan. I don't know. We'll see. Because if they release everything now, I'm going to laugh.
Well, I was going to say, if they release everything, then there's probably going to be a lot of people going to be doing some apologizing online.
Oh, I will take the walk of shame. I'll be the first one to take the walk of shame. Let's see. If Bill Clinton is named in the release, then it was 100% 5D chess. We'll see. Once again, this is just the testimony of the grand jury. That doesn't mean it's everything. It's part of it, though. And no matter what, it's a good step towards transparency. This is why people were mad. It seemed like they were covering it up. It seemed like it was fake. It seemed like it was all bullshit. But now it's the first step towards some kind of transparency. What's going on here? 3
Well, and the other thing is too. I mean, could you imagine Kamala Harris doing like releasing anything? Could you imagine like any other Republican releasing anything? I can't imagine it.
I mean, Harris wouldn't support releasing the files until now.
Yeah, the files will probably be gone by now. Which, speaking of that, I'll go on midnight. Go on.
Oh no, that's all I had to say.
Because there was something else that was said yesterday by Luna. And again, she's in a powerful position. I forgot what committee she's on. Which is again?
It's something. I thought it was something financially related.
Yeah, and there's one that's like it's like government oversight or something. It's like a new one or something. But the point is, that's why she knows this stuff. But she said this yesterday. She said, "Now the real question: will any reporters finally cover the FBI destruction of Epstein evidence under the former deputy director of the FBI during the Biden administration?" Is this what happened? Is that what happened?
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. I mean,
that he was telling the truth. If Trump was telling the truth the entire time, and we were too idiotic to fall. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, the files were destroyed by.
I mean, that would explain it. And they release what they do have. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. But can you just imagine it turns out, oh yeah, it's just we had to say the stuff we did because the evidence gone, and Democrats want to push for it, so we'll release what we got.
Breaking news. Wesley Hunt has reserved cable ad time in the Washington, D.C. market on Fox News. The ad airs tomorrow.
No.
So he's running then?
No.
Yeah, he's running.
Great. But go on.
Watch the watch like the second we get off stream. There's just like all the Epstein stuff like all drops and we turn back on.
Well, with real American politics, where that happens every time, every freaking time. What?
Oh, okay. This is about half an hour. 3 dead after explosion at a LA police training center as bomb squad deployed.
What's that about?
Terrible.
Well, I know somebody blew up something. That's all I know.
I don't know. I just got an alert about it now, so.
Rap, you don't trust a plan and look what happened. Yeah, I'm going to the crystal, I think. My theory is most of us were destroyed. Yeah, that's what I think happened, but then they I don't know why they said the shit they did, but maybe it makes sense now. I don't know. Maybe it really was a 5D chess move we didn't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Which, by the way, I mean, if that comes out and that's true, then Elon Musk, you got some explaining to do about what you said about Trump and Steve Bannon.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, I think Musk, the problem is he's on drugs and he's autistic. That's not a good combination. And he has people like Massey talking to him, be like, oh, the people want this. Even though CNN, I know it's CNN, but they literally conducted a poll. And I think his approval dropped like 65% in a month or something. It's like, dude,
I mean,
how?
it doesn't surprise me because it's like, well, he was hated by the left already. So when he decides to attack Trump and distance himself from Trump, yeah, no shit, he's gonna lose half the base.
And Democrats are never going to support him again. I mean, these same people want him, they literally want him dead. That's why I never got what Musk was trying to do. These people want him dead. And you're going to try to get in bed with, like, Andrew Yang and Mark Cuban? Really? So, yeah, Elon Musk is cooked. So, we love our autists, but don't be on ketamine. Yeah, that's real. In other news, excuse me. Congressman Randy Fine just said he is a no, or no, he said, I am not just a no, I am a no way in hell no on the new amnesty bill. Deport them all.
Very, very rare W.
Why is Randy Fine like the biggest immigration hawk in this Congress? Why?
Probably because he thinks there's too many Hamas supporters amongst the immigrants.
That's Randy Fine though. It's like, listen, I disagree with why he's come to that conclusion, but hey, it benefits me. It's just I love this Randy Fine where it's like he's so Zionist or whatever that it's like, yeah, we gotta have immigration moratorium. We gotta cut back on all immigration. I love it. And that's really what he said, by the way. He literally said, we need to get rid of illegal immigration. Hey, Luke.
How's it going? Yeah, but yeah, I will say that Randy Fine has actually been very good on immigration. That's the weird thing with him. He's dog shit on foreign policy, but on immigration, he's like one of the best Republicans in the House. It's actually quite insane.
Yeah.
It's almost like a George Santos situation.
Is Randy Fine the Tom Cotton of the House?
Probably so.
Probably. All right. The Randy Fine redemption arc. Listen, the Hammer of Zion's cooking at this point. I disagree with the stuff he says, but hey, if this is what we just support, go ahead. Let's see. Most people who are pro-Israel seem to be very cringe in immigration. Yeah, that's usually the case. Usually there's correlation there, but not right now. Okay. So, I think that's kind of the main stuff. We talked with the Epstein stuff. We talked with Trump's approval going back up, which Mark Mitchell, listen, I like what you guys do with Rasmussen reports. That was stupid to say that stuff. I'm sorry. Same thing with Barris. That was stupid. Nothing against the guys.
I prefer Scott Rasmussen actually left Rasmussen. He started like kind of his own thing.
Yeah, aren't you research?
Because the issue is Mark Mitchell is just a dude, he literally bases his polls off his agenda. He uses his agenda on everything. So when he doesn't like something Trump's doing, he pushes Trump down in the polls. When he likes something Trump's doing, he pushes him up in the polls.
That's not necessarily what they do. So, okay, Rasmussen Reports is a real pollster. I know this. Okay, they're a real pollster. But the thing is, they have a daily tracker, okay? And the daily tracker, especially with stuff like this, it could fuck with things, because if it's so recent, it's such a big news thing, yeah, it's going to impact his approval for like a day or two. But then it goes back up in a couple weeks, which he should know that, by the way. That's why I'm kind of upset a little bit. It's like, dude, you should know this, that when Trump's approval goes down because of an event like this, it's probably go back up. But
wait, so when is the file supposed to be released?
So, okay, the testimony stuff's supposed to release later today. We don't know. The judge has to unseal it. We'll see. We'll see. Knowing my luck, it's be right when I end the stream. Everyone knows it. Like I've accepted it. It's gonna happen. I am Battlefield for 2. What happened to Wesley Hunt? Oh, he's running for Senate. He's gonna run for Senate.
Good.
Likely. Let's see. Do you think Massey and Crenshaw can win the primaries? I think Massey's screwed. I don't see how wins that primary.
Crenshaw can.
What?
Crenshaw
Crenshaw can win his primary.
Unless Trump endorses against him, I think he will win.
Well, it's a real candidate now. It's not just a random guy off the street this time. It's a real person.
As of now, it might actually go to a runoff, because there's another guy in the primary that raised like $400,000.
All right.
So
Hot take: Winsome Sears is screwed, but Jason Myres and John Reed have a chance because they have garbage candidates. I love Myres, but that's not going to happen. I like
Myres. No, he's
He's
falling in the polls too. I think honestly, I think the Republican wave in Virginia was just a fluke.
You know, okay, here
because at the time education was the big issue, and that benefited Republicans by a lot.
so
No,
Right
here's
now, it's
my
not.
Virginia's like a titanium 5 to 10 point blue state. Biden peaked in 2020. I don't think any Democrat
no.
outside of like uncompetitive Senate races is going to get above D plus 10. I think Winsome Sears is going to do a lot better than people think in November. She's not going to win, but I don't think she's going to lose by like 15
The
points like
problem
people
with
are saying. It's going to be a similar to the presidential margin, I think.
here's what I think that happened with Virginia. I think the surge was real, and we saw this in 21, we saw this in 22, we saw this in 23, even 24, we saw a little bit about it. I think what happened is the Virginia GOP, they got complacent, and they let idiots like Winsome Sears be their candidates. That's what I think happened, and they fucked up the momentum.
And even then, I don't think Sears is going to tank in the election. I think she's going to do better than people think. But that's not really saying much because people have set such a low bar for her.
Yeah. It's a shame too. Young kid busted his ass off to make Virginia amazing. Yeah, he put in the work and they fucked it up. So, hey. They did decent in the 23 elections. Yeah, they did fine. And you could argue that if it was higher turnout, they probably would have actually won.
Randy fine? Question mark.
Oh gosh. But no, if they had higher turnout, they'd probably win both chambers. But they didn't. So. I do prefer Paxton. Hunt is a bad. Yeah, so Hunt's an upgrade over Cornyn, but it's like you're going from a F-tier senator.
Paxton might make us divert resources in the general. Hunt is a solid
I'm not doing
vote.
this shit again, Luke. Every time we say this, it never happens. Especially a safe state like Texas.
I'm just saying, I don't want to risk it, and Hunt
Every
is going to be a solid Senate
Luke,
vote.
every time they say this stuff, it never happens. Oh, we have to divert funds, and he wins. I remember, Shahi? He won by a landslide.
Yeah, and what's to say that... Look, what's to say something really bad happened, and because we don't know. All we know is that his wife is divorcing him over something. How do we know that Dems aren't going to bring up that it was something horrible? That's the thing. We saw the same warning signs with Mark Robinson, and no one wanted to look.
That was a completely different set of circumstances.
We don't know. We do not. We don't know what the issue is. That's what I'm saying, because there's a potential for an October surprise there, and we don't want to make that happen. That's not what we should do. Wesley Hunt is a solid vote. I don't see any argument why we should nominate him.
Because it's Texas. Ken Paxton's like A or S tier senator, and you're going with Hunt, who's like C tier or B tier.
No, you got your own organization has him as like an A minus.
Yeah, I know, but Luke. Because there's limited votes, but my opinion is more like a B tier guy. That's my opinion. No, I know AFI has an A or whatever, but that's with less votes and all that stuff. You include all the votes, it's probably a bit less.
But I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying no. I do not want to take the risk of that October surprise being
Luke,
the only. We don't know. Yeah, we don't know. You said this exact same thing about Mark Robinson.
No,
you said
okay,
this exact same thing about Robinson, that all of these scandals, nothing was going to happen. He was going to win easily because it was going to be a red year.
Luke, that is a different set of circumstances. Can you let me speak? Luke.
Then how do we know? How do we know what happened?
First of all, North Carolina is not Texas. For starters, North Carolina is like an R+3 state.
Well, okay, yeah. If you apply the overperformance Josh Stein had to Texas, then yeah, Paxton would lose under that overperformance.
Okay, but that's
I'm just saying.
Can you let me speak?
Well, no, I'm just saying. You want to see what happens when it comes out that he did something that is because how do we know?
See. Luke, listen, and even then, first of all, Mark Robinson.
I don't think we should risk it. We shouldn't risk it.
I'm not peeking in the stream.
And you have a solid candidate there named Wesley Hunt. It's right there. He will be a very solid senator. And I don't want to take a risk. I don't want to, because this is what we did in 2022. We ran all these people like Mastriano, like Gibbs. You at the time argued these guys were going to win because it was going to be a red year. Don't act like you didn't. We can pull up the receipts. You argued all this, that those candidates were going to win easily. And what ended
No,
up
I
happening?
never said they're going to win easily. I said I support people like Gibbs. I thought Gibbs was going to win. But
you thought Mastriano was in the summer. You were talking about how he was like locking the race up because he was
no,
only
no,
down
no,
like
no, no,
6.
no, Luke, I never said that in the summer. Now you're just lying.
You did.
No, you're lying.
No, I'm not. I quite literally recently watched a video you made in August where you're talking about how it looked like Mastriano was locking it up if polling underperformances were the same as 2020,
Yeah,
which you
okay,
said you
that's the part
expected
you
fully to
missed.
happen.
You never mentioned that part. Luke, I said if the
I'm just saying I don't want to take the risk because look,
Luke, okay, I'm about to kick you from the stream if you're not gonna let me speak.
okay, if you can't handle any
You're
disagreement,
not letting me speak. You're not letting me speak, Luke. For starters, North Carolina is what, 13 points left to Texas? 14? So that's the first thing. Texas is way more conservative. It's way more Republican. And on top of that, North Carolina, that was a governor's race. That was a gubernatorial election. Those have a completely different set of circumstances. That's not a Senate race. A Senate race is much more polarizing. These scandals, yes, they can hurt, but not as much as governor race. And Mark Robinson, the scandal that killed him was not stuff we knew about. It was stuff that was waited until the last second. And like, that's different from here. We know he got a divorce with his wife. We know that now. It's not like, oh, it's a day before the election. Yeah, he's going to divorce. It's not like that. We know about this almost a year and a half in advance. And it's just completely different. And right now, the same polling, Ken Paxton is winning. Ken Paxton right now is winning both the primary and the general. So, and he's fundraising way more than Mark Robinson ever did. And speaking of Mastriano, I never said he locked it up. I said that if the polling was the same underperformance as Trump back in August, when it was still like D plus 5 or 6, Mastriano would win. That's what I said. I never said it's for sure he's going to win Pennsylvania in 2026. And Luke left. Great. All right. Chancellor Tracek for 5. Watch Trump endorse Nate Morse in Kentucky. Massey endorses a crappy guy like Cameron just to spite Trump / fans. Wouldn't put it past at this point. Yeah. Avery for 5. Paxton is... Real texting you here?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Avery for 5. Paxton's the worst performer in GOP in most polls, and it's before this came out. He's still winning. He's still winning at this point. Luke, you can't. I can't.
I just don't want to take the risk. I just don't want to take the risk.
Did you hear what the tangent I just went on?
All we know is that his wife came out and said, in light of recent discovery, we have no idea what that means. If we can get some disclosure, if it was just an affair or something
That's
like
what
that,
it probably
maybe.
Was.
Well, we don't know that. We have no idea what it was, and that's an issue.
Yeah, but it's not the same as Mark Robinson, where he had a sex. Like,
how do you know? How do you know? You know Paxton's personal life?
Luke, he's not on that website. He's
how
not.
do you know? How do you know? How do you know it wasn't with minors or something? How do you know?
Because
how do you know he wasn't with minors?
Mark Robinson's case was such a
unique common sense. Yeah, if you were using common sense in early 2023, no one would have assumed that Mark Robinson was on those sites he was on. But look at with hindsight. That's why we need to look at these things in the forefront. We need to learn from our past mistakes.
A race in North Carolina with completely different set of circumstances in a local election.
How do you know? How do you know? Do you know Paxton's personal life?
Luke, that's just a stupid argument. It's a straw man. Oh, you don't know him?
It's not a stupid argument.
Yeah, it is a
it's
stupid
not
argument.
A stupid argument. All we know is that he did something repulsive, which is making his wife divorce him. That's all we know. And I'm saying we don't want to take that chance.
Yeah, I understand. He's going to underperform like Hunt or whatever. Fine. But to say he's going to lose is crazy. Even
well, how do you... Okay, then what do you do? What do you do if it gets to October and then it comes out that he was with minors? What are you going to do then? Because we have no... We have no indication that it's otherwise.
Not, you don't... I know we don't know.
I guarantee... Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. But the chance of it being that is so slim.
How do you know? And what were
how do you know it's nothing?
Luke,
how do you know it's nothing? Luke, you keep saying, oh, how do you know? How do you know it's nothing?
How do I know? Well, I don't know, but that's the thing. That's what we don't take a risk like this. You
And how
get
do you
a
know Wesley Hunt
solid
doesn't have a
senator
scandal?
like
Does
what?
Wesley Hunt have a scandal? How do you know?
Because his wife hasn't come out and said that he's
Maybe he
done
does.
repulsive
Maybe she
things
does.
and she's
This argument
divorcing.
applies to anybody ever, Luke.
Yeah, and if that same thing happens before the primary, I will also come out against Wesley Hunt. This isn't a unique thing because of
But
Paxton.
you just said if we don't know till October. What happens if it's October 30th?
Because we know there's a scandal. We know there's a potential scandal in there right now.
Whatever. I mean, like, you're applying different set of circumstances. It's stupid, this argument. And we don't even know, I know we don't know, but...
All I'm saying is this is sounding very much like 2022, and I don't want to be repeating this. It is. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me
Okay,
that you were all right in 2022. All these shitty candidates that we got behind that ended up having these horrible skeletons in their closet that ended up not knowing how to campaign. They all won, right? That's why we have a
well, first of
Republican
all,
governor. That's why all the
what
swing
about
states have red governors. That's why all
Luke,
the safe states.
you're not gonna
swing
keep me in the
states have-
stream. You're done. I'm sorry. You're not just gonna keep interrupting me every second. I mean, listen, you can disagree, whatever. I don't care. But if you're just gonna keep interrupting me every second, just not let me speak. It's my own stream, dude.
He already left.
I kicked them from the stream. I mean, guys, the same argument applies to anybody. You don't know if Wesley Hunt, you don't know if he has a scandal or not. Just because Ken Paxton might have one. Yeah. What is it? We don't know. Yeah. Stupid. Luke is paid for by John Cornyn. Gosh. Cake up for 2. If Paxton Goon, then we could compare the two. Yeah, if it's like that, fine. But do we know it's him? Do we know if that's what he's done? I mean, it's a straw man. Guys, the reason we lost in 2022 is, for starters, the seats we did lose that we ran some of the America First candidates in, those are Democrat seats. This is Texas. This is an R+14 state. Even Pennsylvania, which I never said Mastriano was going to win, I said I think has a chance. Even in, like, August, I was saying that right now he needs to overperform the polling. Luke is acting like a liberal child. Well, listen, I don't think he is. I understand what he's saying, that, well, yeah, there could be a big scandal. I get that, but it just... It's stupid. It's just really stupid. Alright. Mike for 2. Greater Tibet, I mean China, is paying off Luke. Oh, gosh. Rap, you or John need to have a civilized debate with Luke. Well, I'm sorry, but if you're going to interrupt somebody all the time, I'll let the other person talk. What are you supposed to do? Alright. The record Rap had his final 2022 Pennsylvania governor prediction as lean Democrat. Yeah, I know. I understated Shapiro's support big time. Yeah, I'm not denying that. Like, I'm not denying that I overstated Mastriano's support. Only because I thought the same point was going to happen. Turns out that's not what happened. So, alright, if anyone got any more super chats, any more questions, concerns, or whatever, send them now. Last call.
Speaking of the Texas Senate race, look at the tweet I just sent.
What? What is it?
Well, look at it.
Jasmine Crockett. She's gonna run, isn't she?
I mean, it could be a troll, but I don't
We'll
know.
see, but if it's Jasmine Crockett, I don't see the point in not running Paxton. American Nerd for 2. Luke sounded like a panic in there. I don't know. Rap did not say Mastriano was favorite. I might have said, right after the primary that I think he could win if he had the Trump coalition, but I never said that it's for sure. Yeah, I overstated Mastriano's support, never denied that. I just deny the fact that, I had him as a clear favorite. No. Paxton wins by like 13. Yeah, if it's Crockett, who's a shitty candidate, who freaking cares? Oh, Paxton wins by 9% instead of 20. Who cares? Can you talk about Virginia and New Jersey? I have a video on that soon. We'll see. Okay, Ronald Garcia for 2. Look what Eric Daughtry just posted. Okay. Only question is who replaces Corden. Oh, you mean Paxton as Attorney General of Texas? Yeah, real Texan. Who's going to run for Attorney General in Texas?
Right now, the frontrunner is Aaron Reeds, who I think worked for Trump.
All right. So we have a bombshell, everybody. We have breaking news. Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard has revealed that the Obama administration manufactured and politicized intelligence to create the Trump-Russia narrative in the 2016 election. Gabbard has just declassified the files, and there is overwhelming evidence showing that Obama and deep state officials set up the years-long hoax investigation that plagued Trump's first term per Fox. Holy crap. It looks like the first files had just been released. And not the Epstein stuff, but of the Russiagate crap. Holy shit. Wow. I want to see these files for sure, but yeah, so it turns out Obama's administration, they were trying to, well, we knew this for a long time. In other words, water's wet. Yeah. We knew about this for a long time. They were pulling this. Tulsi Gabbard W. Yeah, massive W by Tulsi. W's in chat for Tulsi Gabbard. Didn't Paxton win his Attorney General seat by 10 points with the scandals he had? Yeah, and that's the and that's for Attorney General. That's a race
that was for even then, his main scandals then were just corruption.
Yeah, and that's bad. There might be an affair and stuff, but we'll see. Now we'll see, I guess, but American Nerd for 2, Russiagate was fakes, Spygate was real. Yeah. Avery for 5, Paxton could sit this one out and take Ted Cruz's spot later. He could keep being the Attorney General. I mean, I wouldn't want that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with Wesley Hunt. I'm not even against Wesley Hunt, but why support Hunt over Paxton? Okay, Hunt does 5 points better. If Paxton's winning by, if he's winning by 15 or whatever, I don't care. I don't give a shit if he wins by 10 instead of 15.
It could be a compromise candidate or something.
I can live with that, but don't say, oh, Paxton is gonna lose the general by 30 points and we're going to spend $50 million. Yeah, how did that go in Maryland, by the way? We picked the electable candidate. Yeah, he did a lot better, but he still lost by 15. And we spent all that money. How did that go? Hunt should stay in the house. Yeah. Alright. So I think that's kind of it. Minimize Messenger. Hear about the Tulsi stuff?
Is that a message for me?
Yes.
No, I've not heard about it.
Okay, so it just broke 2 minutes ago that Tulsi Gabbard released a bunch of documents proving that the Obama admin, they manufactured and politicized the intelligence agencies that make the Russiagate stuff. So.
Yeah, so that sounds just more like what we already knew then.
We knew, but it's official now.
But I mean, it's good to get official confirmation.
Luke said that Ken Paxton is a
did you? Sorry, I was gone. I was gone for a little bit. I had something I had to do. Did you talk about the one story that I sent in the chat about PBS and NPR?
Oh, I looked at it. I didn't put it up on screen yet. What's this about?
Okay, yeah. So basically, there was a vote, or there was a bill passed that basically would have gutted NPR and PBS by about $1 billion. So apparently it could affect up to 15% of their broadcasting networks, specifically in the rural areas and stuff.
Anyways.
Yeah, that means
So
no
yeah,
more. That means no more Sesame Street, guys. No more Sesame
No more
Street.
Sesame Street
Yeah.
in Iraq.
So yeah,
No, that means no more
it's all
Sesame
over
Street in the
now.
United States. So how are the kids gonna learn now?
How else are we gonna teach your kids about transgenderism in TV shows?
Yeah.
And without NPR, there's no radio in the country. Oh no.
Yeah. On the Paxson issue, treating Texas like an R+14 state is going fast and loose. Any major scandal resulted in a breakdown of a 25-year marriage that should be investigated. We should not sit on it. Well, listen, if it's bad, yeah, but to say that, oh, he's a child predator, that's stupid. That's a part that makes no sense. I'm not even saying, I don't know what it is, but maybe it's nothing.
Have we received like more information on the scandal involving Paxton, or is it
nothing.
just that his wife is divorcing him?
Oh, but according
to
scam.
I'm just gonna say this, like Texas representatives. I mean, anyone remember Van Taylor and his scandal?
Yeah, but
that's way worse than this.
That was such an extreme example, though. That was like
true.
That was bad. I remember that well.
I mean, again, like I don't know like what's going on specifically with Paxton. If there's something like there that I don't know, he was abusive towards his wife, and there was something really bad there, then all right, I don't support him for Senate.
But if it's like they had an affair or something, which that's not good either. It's not like 2008 where if you have an affair, you're done. No one cares.
Well, and I mean, if we're gonna get rid of him for that, then it's like you should probably be primarying Beth Van Dwyer at this point too for her stuff with Rich McCormick.
Yes. How did that go? No one talks about that. Oh, she should be out of the house right now. No one mentions that. That's why it doesn't matter.
It's not in the news anymore.
Anyways, K-Cup for 5.
I'd be in favor of getting rid of both.
Yeah, they both suck. Well, not Van Dwayne's okay, but K-Cup for 5. Dumb, you think Trump actually takes
they both suck.
Yeah. K-Cup for 5.
But
Dumb.
yeah, I mean Van Dwayne's okay. Rich McCormick sucks on immigration.
Yeah. K-Cup for 5. Oh, dumb, you think Trump actually takes action against Obama. He could against Hillary, but said it wouldn't be good to put a former first lady in jail. They're not going to go after Obama or Clinton, but I think James Comey's cooked. I think James Comey's done. So, they're going to go after, like, the people in the administration.
Yeah, they'll probably go after Comey, probably go after Fauci. Maybe they go after, like, maybe...
Yeah, we'll see.
A senator or something, I don't know. But
Schiff might be in trouble, though. I think Schiff might be also in trouble, but we'll see. Who's Van Taylor? He did something with a very, with a bad bride.
Let's just say he purchased a wife from a certain terrorist group in the Middle East.
And he had to drop out because of it. Was it somebody on election Twitter that broke that, by the way?
It might have been. I wasn't on Twitter at that point.
Actually, it's a guy I know personally, and his accounts have been constantly banned. But
yeah, I thought it was somebody on election Twitter that broke the news.
Yeah, I was like Base Sovereign. He constantly gets banned because he just says like a lot of out of pocket stuff.
Yeah. Hendon Hooker stand for 2.
No
more Jew hating Elmo. Yeah, the Elmo account got restored, thankfully. So. On Battlefield for 5, the reason that Tom Tillis won in 2020 is because his opponent did have an affair. Yeah, but he barely won. He won by like 2 points in that environment, and he barely won. It was by the skin of his teeth. That was with Trump on the ballot, and that's North Carolina. That's different situation.
I mean, to be fair, I believe the scandal with Cunningham came out like within the last 2 weeks of the election.
It did, yeah.
Like until that point, until that point, I think Tillis was expected to lose pretty easily to Cunningham.
Yeah, the polling was only
like that was one of the biggest polling misses.
It was like +2 or 3, I think. I don't know. Again, but still, even if it's a 5-point swing, or whatever, 5 or 6 point swing, if you're starting with R+15 as a baseline, or just even R+10 as a baseline, Paxton was about 5. It's the same margin as Trump. American Nerd for 2. Bush.
And
What?
Oh, I was just saying, like, especially like with Paxton, I don't see like why he would lose in Texas. He'll underperform, sure, but I mean, Texas is a much redder state than North Carolina is.
Yeah, that comparison's dumb. And it's a Senate race, not a governor race. It's different. American Nerd for 2. Bush, Obama, Clinton, Comey, etc. must go to jail. Listen. The presidents they're never going to touch. They're going to probably go after Comey. They're going to go after, who's the CIA director? What's his name again? Was it Brennan? Or something? They're all going.
It's escaping me right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really like the precedent of going after former presidents for things they did, even though I think a lot of I would agree that in like out of like they did, yeah. But you know, if something happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
You know.
I think they're not going to go after former presidents. They're going to go after.
You can go after like former directors, maybe advisors. Yeah, my Wi-Fi sucks.
Yeah. Let's see. Rye Guy for 2. Has Elmo been watching too much Stu Peters? Oh gosh, yeah, Elmo was on something a couple days ago. Hold on. The declassified files reveal that Obama's intel community assessed that Russia did not have an impact in the 2016 election, and they have also concluded in September 2016 that Russia couldn't alter vote outcomes. So they lied. Wow. What a surprise to nobody.
Is my Wi-Fi better?
It's a little bit better. But yeah, so it looks like the report is saying that they actually concluded back in 2016 that no, Russia had no impact. And that's Obama's own administration. So they lied. They fucking lied. Wow, what a shocking turn of events. But okay.
Yeah. I mean, the most that happened with Russia is that they were like making bots online and stuff like on Facebook and Twitter, but like that's not election interference.
It's nothing. But okay, if anyone got any more super chats or anything else like that, send them now. Last calls were super chats, folks. Last calls were super chats. Yeah, it looks like we're getting the first documents for the Russiagate stuff. Yeah, right here. I got the document right here. K-Cup for 2. Elmo doesn't support mustache anymore. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I got the documents right here, guys. Blaze TV found it.
Now, we now know why PBS is losing $1 billion.
Oh, gosh. Anyways. So, this is an official document. Tulsi Gabbard released this just a couple days, or it was approved for release a couple days ago or yesterday. And this is from 2016, December of 2016. It said, we assess that Russian criminal actors did not impact recent U.S. results by conducting malicious cyber activities against election infrastructure. Russian government-affiliated actors most likely compromised the Illinois voter registration database and unsuccessfully attempted the same in other states. Election monitoring and other type of systems were targeted. Blah, blah, blah. Criminal activity also failed to reach a scale and sophistication necessary to change election outcomes. They hid this from everybody. Meanwhile, the media for years was saying, Russia stole the election. Yeah.
Tubbs is here.
What?
Tubbs.
Oh, very worried about that in the stream.
What's up? Is the stream over?
No, we're still live. But, yeah,
It'll be over in like 5 minutes. Actually, probably less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard just released documents proving from 2016 that there were no interference in the 2016 election. So the Russiagate stuff was fake, which everyone knew. Everyone knew about this. Russiagate was fake this entire time. And they didn't even pretend to cover up. They just lied about it. They said, yeah, nothing happened. Yeah, and apparently the only successful attack, or not even successful, was a breach of the registration database in Illinois in the month of July. And they only took, like, names and stuff. They had nothing else. How many people lost their minds the last 10 years because of this? How many people have mental illness because of this? Like, oh, Trump is a Russian agent. Being repeated for years. And now it's bullshit. It was complete horseshit this entire time.
Oh, by the way, I don't. We should probably also discuss Trump's new, I guess, virus or whatever.
Oh, that's
Not virus.
nothing. That's freaking...
Yeah.
Guys, like, a quarter of Americans have it, and it's just a vein thin for his leg or something. It's nothing major.
Mm-hmm.
And unlike Biden, we actually know about this. If this was Biden, we would have never known that he had a vein issue.
Oh, Trump has a disease. He's gonna die.
Well, they want to die.
Yeah, that's why we should have elected Kamala Harris.
Well, we have Vice President Vance for a reason. You know, I do wonder. Somebody brought this up a couple days ago. And this is not going to happen. But is there a possibility that Trump could retire by the end of the 2026 and give Vance 10 years in the White House?
Maybe.
Does Trump do it?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, Nixon resigned, and then Ford took over. So,
yeah, I'm curious because I mean, he's going to be 80, and he's kind of there for. I don't know. I don't think he wants to be there much longer. If I'm being honest, I don't know. I don't think he wants to be there. But yeah, K Cup for 2. But rap Blump's line. Give me my Epstein's. Oh gosh. Depends how bad his health is. I don't think his health is gonna be that bad. Yeah, he's gonna get older, but I don't think it's gonna be like under Biden where he can't walk up the stairs. And now people say, "Oh, he can't walk up the stairs." That was when it was downpouring and he like stumbled for a quick second. It wasn't he fell up the stairs 15 times. But
I mean, my guess is that the most of it would be him just seeming a lot more tired. And maybe that he's just not walking as well as he used to be. But, like, it's not like him having, like, all, like, freaking dementia where he can't even get through a freaking sentence properly.
all right, Luke, no more packs and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I just want to say if there's no bad blood or anything, it just things got a little heated. It was my fault too. It wasn't one-sided, yeah. So let's just not talk about. Yeah, I just want to clear that up, and I don't want people starting Luke and Rap crash out on live stream. Let's make drama videos on it. Yeah, Zeppelin, please don't make it into a web display.
Yeah.
We don't
What we can both agree on for Texas is that Steve Toth is the right choice for Texas second.
I agree.
No, and I do want to see Cornyn primary that as well.
I was gonna say, I think all of us agree that John Cornyn needs to go.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, he
I'll
needs
be fine
to
with
go.
Wesley Hunt. I don't want Paxton. But okay, enough of that. Enough of it. All right.
And I think I vote for Steve Toth in Texas second.
Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, so I do think at the end of the day, I have a weird feeling Trump is gonna maybe retire. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if he's.
What do you mean retire?
I have a gut feeling he's gonna retire after 2026. I got a weird feeling about it.
He's gonna step down as president?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
then you could theoretically give Vance 10 years in the White House.
Why would he do that?
I don't think he will.
I'm not
but...
saying he's going to, but he's gonna be 80. I don't think he wants to serve the whole 4 years. I don't think so.
I think he will.
I don't listen. I think he's gonna serve the whole 4 years. I don't know though.
I don't know. The thing is, like, I think Trump likes to be the leader and the one in charge. I don't feel like he would
I don't see him giving up power that way.
I don't think he would voluntarily give everything up unless he had like a severe condition or something.
You might see Vance take a lot more of an active role in the second half.
Yeah,
I will say that.
I can believe that for sure.
You see more Vance.
Which fine with me. I mean, sure, give him more of a chance. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't see Trump stepping down unless there's some major scandal.
Yeah, well, there's no scandals going to take down Trump.
There won't be.
The other thing too is
they've tried everything.
I feel like if Trump resigned halfway through, there would be a lot more speculations like, ooh, Trump's going through what Biden went through or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like it would just be more fired of the thing. Sure.
So, but just if he I'm not saying he's going to, but if he does start to have some health issues, maybe it'd be best. I don't think he will. I think he's in good shape for being 80 or whatever, but
Poly Market has launched as 2028 markets
Great.
for the nominations.
Okay.
JD
They have
Vance
a-
leads. So JD Vance leads the Republican markets 55%.
Alright. American Nerd for 2. Hey, that's free money right there. American Nerd for 2. Would Vance be the youngest POTUS if Trump retires? No.
I think Teddy
No,
Roosevelt was the youngest.
He'd
By
be the youngest
2020,
in recent history, but not the
Recent
youngest.
history,
Teddy.
yeah, but
I think actually, if it's like in 2026, probably.
I don't
But
think Teddy was young when he got in.
Yeah,
Oh, and
it was
also for the
like
Democrat
either
market,
Roosevelt or JFK was the youngest.
also for the Democrat market, Gavin Newsom leads the markets. But there's some weird ones in here, though. On poly markets. So, two particular candidates. Actually, let me send a tweet here. You guys are gonna get a kick out of this.
Okay, one more super chat. Avery for 2. Not gonna lie, I'm out of loop, but what did Cornyn do exactly? Oh, he's a gun grabber in Texas. Enough said. And
LeBron James is at 8%.
And
what?
Zohran Mamdani, who can't even be Zohran Mamdani, who isn't even eligible to be president.
7%.
LeBron, yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't think
LeBron, guys.
LeBron James and
I
Zohran Mamdani, according to Poly Market, are more likely to be Democrat nominee
LeBron.
than Kamala Harris.
Okay, yeah, that
That's a
free money there. No, I would say I wouldn't bet money on it, especially this early, but I have a high suspicion that Kamala will be the nominee again. I think they're gonna see that, oh, Trump lost and then came back and won. And also if she runs, she has the nomination. Let's be real. It's like that's what happens. There's no way I see
all
her
right, it's been
running for
updated.
president.
I'm checking the market right now in real time. It's been updated. So
damn it!
LeBron James is down to 2%, and
He's
so is
still
Mamdani.
2%.
I was gonna say, how the
So
heck did he get up to 8%?
Somebody was.
I don't know.
cooking.
Probably some trolls. Probably some
I
trolls
see,
in the
I see
market.
no
Into
scenario.
LeBron James.
I see no scenario in which Kamala loses the Democratic primary if she runs.
This is great. You know, some people actually bet on LeBron James. That's a real thing.
Yeah, that thing is that's if she runs. If she doesn't, it's probably Newsom right now. But
I would tend to agree. It's probably Newsom. Then he picks like I don't know, like a progressive VP or something.
I don't know, probably Jasmine Crockett, because if he wants to pick a black
Oh,
woman,
God.
I mean probably
God.
probably the most like highest profile black woman
Okay.
in American politics right now that's not Kamala Harris is Jasmine Crockett.
So, okay, I think it's time for me to probably end the stream here. We went over everything, unless I missed something. Is that everything?
I think that's
Yeah,
everything.
Rap, what are your thoughts on Evers probably retiring?
Good. I think they knew when he effed up the DNC that he was done.
I want to talk about this for a minute though, because I think we're actually very good position for that race should Evers retire.
Yeah, I think so.
And even if he doesn't, because it looks like Tiffany will be jumping in.
Good.
He's been making a lot of posts recently.
Yeah,
that
I
he's
saw
very,
that.
Yeah, the
which
fish.
honestly, I was a big Showman guy, but now that Berrien's in the race, literally anyone to stop Berrien, I'm cool with.
Berrien sucks.
But the thing is, the Democrats, all of their prospective candidates right now, none of them are really good. I mean, Josh Call is probably the best, and he underperformed Evers by like 2 to 3 in 2022, and he barely won in 2018. I underperformed that year too against, you know who he won against that year?
Brad Schimmel.
Brad Schimmel, yeah. And also you got Sarah Godlewski, who sucks as a candidate. She's very unlikable.
Okay.
And we also, according to Princess Rider the other day, you know who else is potentially going to run for the Democrats? Barnes. He's going to be back.
Please.
Oh yeah,
I've seen Ben Wickler as
You're going to be ready for another fall.
Ben Wickler as a potential
You're
candidate.
going to be ready for another fall of my dad was a teacher and my mom worked there.
That's
no, my mom was a teacher.
That's be 10 times worse now. Because it's be more insufferable because it's post 2024. So you know it's be even more cringe.
Yep.
All right. So I do think I gotta end the stream here, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in. That's it for the stream. We'll be back probably on Monday. More than likely, John is gonna stream. So yeah. The videos are coming back in August.
Maybe I'll do a walk-in video later. We'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, there will be the documentary stuff will be starting up in August again. I'll figure that one out. But Yeah, I do got to get going, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Yeah, LeBron James is 8% with a nomination.
Well, now it's like
Yeah, it's
2 or
2%.
something, but still.
But still, it's like
Hey, Rap, do I have permission to make a LeBron James versus JD Vance election prediction on the
No.
channel? Come on.
No.
You could, I mean, maybe
Alright.
Mamdani, honestly, but I mean,
No,
he's not going to
eligible.
run anything. Oh, actually, someone else I just found on the list at 2%, all the way at the
Up on
bottom
my
of the
channel if you want to see a LeBron James election
Even
prediction.
Smith.
list. All right, yeah, all the way at the bottom of the list at 2%, Liz Cheney.
Okay.
Imagine we get a Liz Cheney versus Tulsi Gabbard match.
Oh my.
That would be horrible, but yet hilarious.
Most
JD Vance
most
versus Liz
comedy.
Cheney.
No, it'd be Cheney not Kissinger. Kissinger does not deserve to be have his name
Kinzinger.
spoiled. Yeah, Kinzinger. Yeah, it'd be Cheney Kinzinger versus Gabbard RFK. That would be
That
quite
would be
the
hilarious. I would vote Tulsi 100% there.
Well, of course you would.
Okay,
Yeah, anyone would.
Everybody, one more super chat that I do got to get going. No more BS. Avery for 2. Buy Rap soon. 20 minutes when jury is released. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. The testimony's gonna come out in 10 minutes. Be like, yeah, Bill Clinton was involved. It'll be something like that.
Elon Musk is on the Republican list at 2%.
He's not
I
eligible.
mean, I saw people post it. I saw someone post the meme from The Dark Knight Rises, where it's like, one. It was basically Hillary Clinton leaving Bill Clinton in the Epstein files, and it was like when Bane left the one guy in the plane to crash. Is like,
Yeah.
we got to leave one person with the crash.
All right, everybody. I do got in the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next stream video where we see us at.